Don't haul your private documents somewhere else to be destroyed. We can shred your documents at your home or office. Just call Mitchell Tanner and his staff at Shred Cycle, 272-0595. Shred it and forget it. Shred Cycle of Dublin.
Hi, I'm Chuck Harwell, President and CEO of the Community Bank of Dublin-Orange County. Our family would like to wish your family a very Merry Christmas.
And I'm Brian Bazemore, and we would also like to wish you a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year!
Come back, ska over ner så.
Nej, det är...
Let's go. Good job. Good job, bro. Good shit, man. Good game. Good game. Right? Hey, Chuck.
Congratulations to both teams. You did a great job. What a fantastic game it was. Well, this belongs to Dublin High School. How about it, guys? Coach Holmes, it's been a little while since you've been here, but you're back and you won this thing, and just want to congratulate you and your super fantastic team and all of Dublin. We just want to say thank you to Coach Holmes and his staff for their hard work, the hard work of this team for a great season and a great finish. Congratulations.
Coach Holmes, first time that you were back to win the last game of the year in a long time. The last time it was shared with Charlton County. This one's all yours. It belongs to the kids and those people in those stages. They support us like nobody else ever has. I'm so proud to have the opportunity to come back, and this one didn't end in a tie. No, it did not. Take a knee, man, please. Let's bow our head. Heavenly Father, we come to you, humbled, Lord. Thank you for giving these young men the talents, the effort, the desire to be a champion. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to be their leader. Not only help them as football players, but hopefully to help them as young men. Lord, bless us on our way home. Keep everybody safe from Dublin. I ask these things in Christ's name. Amen. Amen.
When you want convenience, you want Neighbors Express, where you'll always find friendly, courteous service every time you visit us. Fill up with pay at the pump. Take advantage of our bigger and better selection of beverages and tobacco products. Enjoy our popular crushed ice with your favorite fountain drink. And you can always enjoy a fresh hot breakfast, lunch, or dinner. So stop by and see us today, where it's always convenient and friendly. Neighbors Express, locations at I-16 at 441 and in Cedar Grove, where we provide farm fuel for all our customers. When you want convenience, you want Neighbors Express.
Hello, I'm John Martin, physical therapist and athletic trainer from Rehab Advantage in Sports Medicine. I'd like to take this opportunity to invite you to some of our workshops here at Rehab Advantage. We've been hosting workshops every 3 weeks, some for low back pain, shoulder pain, arthritis, and for balance and vertigo problems. And so feel free, we'd love to have you come. We'd love to share information with you about these injuries and how you can get well naturally from these things. And we'd just love to tell you more about it right here at Rehab Advantage. We usually have them hosted at 6 p.m. on Thursday evenings. That does change sometimes, so be sure to look at our website or give us a call 478-275-1800.
Jeff Shepard here back in Roach Farm and Garden, where hunting season never ends. We got a full line of Carhartts from your head to your toe, insulated bibs and jackets. Georgia boots from casual to hunting to your steel toe work boot. Grills, fryers, griddles from charcoal, gas to pellet. And don't forget, we got every flavor pellet you can think of. And if you're looking for a knife, they got a full line of case. If you've got something to feed, we got a full line of feed. Anything that you can imagine. And pet supplies, we got them. Come check out these gliders. They rock. Best of all, they're locally made. You want pecans, chocolate covered, glazed, or just plain? You better hurry, because we can't keep them in stock. Feeders, trail cameras, flashlights, and more. Whole corn and corn on the cob. Having trouble with that big buck? Don't forget, Voodoo's at the counter. Come see us at Roach Farm and Garden, 2 locations, Wrightsville and Dublin.
Go home!
You did it!
That thing one time. Run that thing one time, man! Run that thing one time, man! That's right. Ow! It's the building!
We have the opportunity and privilege to present to you for the very first time the 2019 Georgia High School Association Class AA State Football
It's been a special group of kids. It's been a special group for 4 years for these seniors. You know, I kept looking back 2 or 3 years ago at the banquet. We had a year where we had 4 kids that played 4 years. Another year we had 5 kids only that played 4 years. Football is a tough game and it's real hard to play at Dublin High School and to play for Coach Hart. I understand that. Because at the end of the day, if you're not committed, you can't win one of these. There's no way around it. I think what we talk about in Dublin City Schools is high achievers. That's what they just did. They just achieved the highest you can achieve in the state of Georgia. We want individuals that are good people on our football team. Oh, I got some guys that act like a kid every once in a while. Sometimes we do. But they come to work every day. They'll take a butt chewing with the best of them. But it's all about trying to accomplish what we got done tonight. I love every one of these guys. We got some business to take care of. I want you to get your opportunity. Before I'm getting and I look around, I'm sorry, there ain't nothing prepared here. I'm just speaking from my heart. The crowd at Thomasville last week and at the state championship game today represents what Dublin is about. I had a guy ask me in one of the interviews after the game. He said something along the lines of, I don't remember what the question was, but here was the answer. When I got to Dublin in 2002, we had 1,100 kids. We got 511 right now. But it's changing. But with that being said, the expectations have never changed at Dublin. Our people expect what we got done today. And anybody that ever runs from expectations, they can't make it here. Expectations are what make you great. Our superintendent, Dr. Fred Williams, used to have a saying that I got from him and I've learned. And that's what I hope these young men have learned through this process. A piece of coal is worthless. But if you take a piece of coal and you apply enough pressure to it, it turns into one of the most precious gems known, and that's a diamond. Our guys take pressure. They know your expectations. They know the coach's expectations. And tonight is a culmination of all of that. We've got some great things ahead of us. We're ordering state championship rings on Monday. Okay? Our football booster club has hot off the press state championship t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, hoodies. Don't go buy them dang things from Walmart now. I like Walmart. But we're helping pay for these state championship rings. We need all the help we can get from our community. These guys have earned it. Okay? They make great Christmas presents. Okay? If you can't get it tonight, I'll have them in the field house. Monday, Tuesday, or can we sell them in the office? We'll have them in the office Monday and Tuesday. Okay? I'll be around Wednesday. I'll have them down in the field house Wednesday. We just want everybody in Dublin to show that pride. Now, if you get the chance tomorrow night, Dr. Williams asked me, and I told him I would be honored if Dr. Stuckey did. We play that team from across the interstate tomorrow night. Halftime of the boys' game, we're going to be introducing the 2019 state champions. So come on out tomorrow night. Our basketball teams are off to a great start. You know, and what's beautiful about it is Coach Ben Smith, he ain't said a word. Go win the championship, Coach, and I'll get my guys back when y'all get done. That's what it's got to be at Dublin High School. Roll one, roll all. And I know he's going to be glad to get a bunch of these guys back. I know I'm going to be crying when a bunch of them leave. But tonight, we're here to celebrate, so get off the tails. Go over here on the floor, whatever you want to do. Love on these kids.
Allen's Heating and Cooling is your licensed Amana equipment dealer. Trust Allen's Heating and Cooling to install and service your heating and cooling unit. Allen services all brands, and with the purchase of a new Amana, offers a lifetime compressor warranty. Call Sean Clark or any of his friendly staff at Allen's Heating and Cooling, your Amana dealer. Amana lasts and lasts and lasts. Badcock Home Furniture and More is your home store, where you'll find great savings on new living room sets, sofas, love seats, recliners, and more. Badcock Home Furniture and More has great savings every day on bedding and bedroom sets. Shop Badcock Home Furniture and More for a great selection of dining room sets. And save every day on electronics and appliances at Badcock Home Furniture and More, 1927 Highway 441 South in Dublin. Call 275-3144 for more information, or stop by and see Wendy and Tim Sumner or any of their friendly staff today at Badcock and More Home Furniture Store, where no credit is ever refused. When it's time to buy or sell your home, it's time to put the winning team at Century 21 to work for you. And our team includes Charlene Lamb, David Deeves, Delton Lamb, Benny Helton, Jay Brantley, Raina Dubberly, Karen Whitmer, Jessica Granger, Jennifer Bradley, Ruth Watson, Sarah Colby, Jim Jarrett, Charlene Brantley, Jody Tanner, Yvonne Robertson, Pam Tillery, and broker George Durden. So put the Century 21 Durden Cornegay team to work for you today, and you'll score every time. For more information, log on to c21dublin.com, call 272-1535, or come by and see us at 1700 Veterans Boulevard in Dublin.
Your key to a Merry Christmas comes from Dublin Chevrolet. Stuff your stockings full of savings from Dublin Chevrolet.
With employee pricing for everyone, save over $11,000 on this Silverado 4x4.
A new year in a new ride starts at Dublin Chevrolet.
Call, click, or come see us.
From our home to your home, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Go Dog.
Dublin Chevrolet, the only dealer you will ever need.
Friendly Gus has everything you need this football season. From our everyday value items like a $2.99 two-piece dark meat chicken snack, or our fish pork chop 3-piece dark or 2-piece white meat snack for just $5.50. Friendly Gus caters. Order one of our 20, 40, or 60-piece chicken finger or wing platters. And don't forget the tater logs. Friendly Gus is your one-stop shop for tailgating parties. Our food is always fresh and our service is always friendly. Friendly Gus with locations throughout Middle Georgia. Shop Cochran Brothers Cash and Carry at 320 South Jefferson Street for additional tailgate items like paper products, chicken wings, bulk drinks, spices, sauces, and more. Farmers State Bank wishes you the happiest of holiday seasons and would like to take this opportunity to remind you the reason for the season. Merry Christmas from our family to yours. Farmers State Bank with locations in Dublin and Cadwell. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Lawrence County's leader in hometown banking. Farmers State Bank.
I have Dr. Fred Williams, Superintendent of the Dublin City School Systems, here with me after our 2019 state championship game up at Georgia State. Dr. Williams, it's been an exciting season. We've rode this wagon together, I think, all year long. Just want to let you know that the community is proud of you. And what do you have to say about your football team?
Just want to thank God and give him the glory for this opportunity for us to have this championship, for the young people, all that they put into the season, preparing during the summer and during spring, our coaching staff, getting the kids mentally prepared, also physically prepared from the weight room to everything it takes to go into a championship season.
Dr. Williams, again, this has been a wonderful season for your Dublin Fighting Irish. We started the first game, had a tough game against Brooks County down there, the third game of the year, behind 2 touchdowns, came back and won. What were your thoughts going into this game after playing them once?
Well, Joe Powers asked me the score, and I told him it would be 50-17 on the radio, but it didn't turn out exactly that score, but we were able to have a few more points than they had. And so that's always exciting to be on the winning side. I trust the kids. I know Coach Holmes trusts the kids. I trust this coaching staff to be well prepared, and I knew that we would be in for a physical contest with a tough Region 1 football team. Right. But just knowing the type of kids we have and how we're striving to be globally competitive in everything we do from academics to athletics, I had a lot of faith and trust in the kids, and we came out on the winning side.
As a former coach with Coach Holmes, did you have some nerves come up out there today?
I was talking on the sideline with the state school superintendent, Richard Woods, and I told him that I was having PTSD and ready to get out there myself, but I was not nervous. I was confident that we would prevail because if you watch these kids throughout the course of the season, never finger pointing, always coming together. You know, that old adage is things go bad as they sometimes will grow closer together. That truly is the depiction of the young men that we have, and so no doubt in my mind that they're going to go on and be successful in life because they've had challenges that they had to overcome, and in terms of being behind and still coming out on top. And so if they can continue to break the huddle of life, if they can continue to strive for excellence, they're going to be great men and great fathers.
Not only is this football team, but this entire school system is on the move.
Yes, sir. We've been very fortunate and blessed by the good Lord. We're Charter System of the Year. Our Board of Education just received the Leading Edge Award last week from the Georgia School Board Association. And now on tonight, our young men are state champions. And our basketball team, as quiet as they're kept, they're undefeated right now. And so we think how the good Lord is smiling upon us, and we're just going to continue to break the huddles and continue to do the work academically and athletically.
Dr. Williams, it's been a pleasure personally and professionally to ride this ship with you. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
All right, I have Dr. Jeroy Stuckey, new principal of Dublin High School. In his first year, we get a state championship in your first year. Can you tell me what the feeling was like riding up there, getting prepared for the game?
Right. It was just surreal. I came this morning to send the kids off, got on the charter buses. I could really tell they were focused and talked with Dr. Williams. He went in the locker room pregame. They were just real focused. They were real focused throughout the school week. So to see them go out there and win it all, it's been a great feeling.
Right, you're an athlete yourself from Dublin High School, right? And
yes, sir.
And tell me what your accomplishment was here.
We won the state championship in basketball back in 2006. So to be able to win it as a player and now as a principal, great feeling.
You know what it feels like to be in this position. Right. Doctor, I know you're proud of all these young men. You've watched them walk the halls. Right. You know what kind of student athletes they are. Right. Can you expound a little bit on what you see out of these guys in the classroom and around the campus?
I think they a great group of young men who really rise to the expectations. We have high expectations here at Dublin High School. Coach Holmes has high expectations for the football team. So to see them really just come to work each and every day and do well on the field and also in the classroom is just great and remarkable, and we're just so proud of them.
Well, the community is really proud of this football team, but I can also tell you the community is proud to have Dr. Jeroy Stuckey as our principal now.
I appreciate that, and we're just thankful for the community. Many of our partners and many businesses and organizations around town really got behind these young men and really helped support them, and that just goes a long way for us.
It did. Thank you, Doctor, and we'll see you later during basketball season.
Yes, sir.
With Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance, I can get auto, home, life, even banking all in one place. Pretty convenient if you ask me.
Always the home team, Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance. Visit us online at gfbinsurance.com.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
It's unanimous. Maryland Fried Chicken has the best chicken in the world. Choose from Maryland's 2, 3, or 4-piece combos. Feed the entire crew with a 9, 12, or 20-piece special. And Maryland's hot wings are great for the whole gang. Maryland Fried Chicken. Call ahead at 272-3011 or stop by at 801 North Jefferson Street in Dublin. Open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 till 9, and Sunday, 10:30 till 4. Maryland Fried Chicken, the best chicken in the world. Matt Hatchett, your District 150 representative for Lawrence, Truitland, and Johnson counties, is proud to support our local high schools. Matt and his family is proud of our East Lawrence Falcons, Trinity Crusaders, the Dublin High Fighting Irish, the West Lawrence Raiders, the Truitland County Vikings, and the Johnson County Trojans. Matt Hatchett, your District 150 representatives. Go team!
You've got miles and miles of grass to mow. So you're going to need a machine built to perform. Day in and day out. Season after season. You're going to need a Gravely. Built to mow the distance.
Now at Myers Equipment and Supply in Dublin.
I'm here with head state championship coach, Coach Roger Holmes of the Dublin Fighting Irish. Coach, we're back here in the gym after a long bus ride back. Great bus ride back. Second championship for you here at Dublin High School. I want you to know how proud we are, the boosters, the school, the city of Dublin, for what you have brought here for 18 years.
I don't know that I brought anything, to be quite frank with you. I feel fortunate because Dublin's been such a great place for myself and my family. My kids have got a great education. The people in this town love the game of football. So, you know, yeah, I'm a football coach, and I think we don't want anybody to outwork us. We don't want anybody to out-prepare us. But at the end of the day, you can be a good football coach now, and if you don't have talent and you don't have community support, you can't be a championship caliber program. Dublin gives you that. They give you that opportunity.
You had it all together this year.
No question.
All facets.
You know, we had our weaknesses, you know, and then people keep talking, you know, about a state championship and this and that. Well, it was there. It was an opportunity, and we got it. But we had our weaknesses, but our team learned how to play to our strengths. And I think a lot of that credit deserves to our assistant coaches, Nick Collins and his defensive staff. You say, well, we gave up a lot of points. Yeah, we did. But there were some areas in the game where they give the other team credit, you know. They're playing in the state championship also. You know, my offensive line coaches, they've done a phenomenal job. Coach Riley, my son, Riley Holmes, who's coaching our wingbacks. Marcus Adams and Zion Kemp weren't starters last year.
No, they weren't.
Tracy White coaching the quarterbacks. Our starting quarterback breaks his leg. He's out for the year. But we figure out what Markel is best at, what he does. You take GHSA Evans, who's never been a running back, and you move him to fullback. Well, look how that worked. So a lot of the credit, obviously, has to go to our assistant coaches and the job they do working with these kids on the field.
Markel Mitchell tonight, a really standout night. I think he had 94 yards rushing, a couple of long runs, one for a touchdown.
One of the biggest ones was one he converted like on a 3rd and 7 for a first down. That was a huge play, kept the drive going. So Markel, he's got a lot of work. He can still continue to improve and be a better football player for us next year. I'm proud of him. I thought he did everything he could. He's a tremendous team person.
Right. Zion Kemp was given the player of the game up there at the game, GHSA. TV 35, though, for your quarterback, Markel Mitchell, for his 94 yards and 2 touchdowns. And the way he tucked that ball into GHSA and pulled it and ran with it is going to be the TV 35 player of the game tonight.
Well, I think he did have a great night. Obviously, we had a great night from Zion Kemp. He made some big runs, did some great things, but how do you overlook GHSA Evans toting it 40 times? Okay?
185 yards
and then doing a great job on defense. Well, let's be real. None of those rushing yards happened without the offensive line. So at the end of the day, our whole offensive team performed tremendously tonight. Hey, Marquavian Ashley, big pick. JT Wright, big interception. DJ broke on 2 or 3 balls over there and made big plays. I thought our defensive interior played really well tonight. They had a long touchdown run. We had it stopped. We stopped everything right there. Their guys were between us and the ball carrier, and it's like they couldn't see him. They couldn't get it, and then all of a sudden there was a little bit of crease, and the guy hit it and went to the house. So, I think we played well. Hey, what can you say about the job that John Potter did as a kicker? All those extra points were huge because it was always keeping us with an 8-point lead or a 9-point lead. Field goal he knocked down, it's only his second field goal attempt, I think, on the year, and he made it.
This game was not going to be a blowout by either team. It was going to be a close game. We all knew that going in, and it could have come down to a kicking situation, and Potter held his own for it.
He did a great job, so I can't pinpoint. Ron was talking to me about sitting down and doing this. I can't really remember a lot of things that went on in the game. But as you stop and you start thinking about different plays, it was huge. Our kids deserve a lot of credit. 2 things that happened tonight that were a little bit tough. Number one, for some reason in the stadium, the way it works, we have that instant replay that you can use on the sideline, which is a sideline view and an end zone view. For the whole first half, I never could get our end zone camera to work. I'm scrambling as a play caller, trying to figure out exactly where they're lining up and what they're doing, and we never got into that rhythm.
You couldn't see your gaps.
But when we got in at halftime, I was able to get 3 end zone views against different formations, and once we got that, we knew where we needed to go and what we needed to do, and I think that helped in the second half. Obviously, mishandling a snap down right there on the 1-foot line at the end of the first half was a problem. It created an issue because we were out of timeouts. Probably could have kicked the thing on 3rd down, but I wanted to go in at halftime with the lead and momentum. They made a great play. A couple of my real close friends were at the game. They said they were standing on the goal line, and in their opinion, GHSA got in. But we didn't get that call, and I don't know. I'm not.
That's what it appeared. That's what it appeared from the box, from where we were sitting. Did you ever think about spiking the ball to give you more time?
No, because it was 4th down.
Okay.
Really, where I made my error was when we had the ball on the 1 yard line, I ran clock. I felt like we would score, and I didn't want to leave time for Brooks County to get a kickoff, return it back to midfield, hit a big play, and because, see, they had to kick to us to start the second half.
Well, their plays, they scored quickly.
I was trying
three
to
long
get
plays quickly.
The New England Patriot, Bill Belichick, you know, everybody talks all the time about how they're huge with the 2-for-1. Score right at the end of the half, and you get the ball to start the second half. So I let about 35 seconds run off the clock because we were on the 1 foot line. And I'm trying to run the thing down so if we kick off, they don't have time to do anything, and we fumble the snap. Now we're backed up to the 2, and we call the belly play, and now it's down to 12 or 13 seconds, and there's not enough time out of timeouts to run the field goal team on, so we had to run another play, and we didn't get in. So we had to go to halftime. We get in at halftime, and I could tell that our kids were just a little bit upset. You know, man, we blew our chance. And we did. But the other side of that, I said, now look, we're in pretty good shape. We were down 14 to these guys when we were in Quitman during the regular season.
And down 5 there at half.
So we're not, things are fine because they have to kick to us. Now we got to go answer. We do.
We do.
Mark, then we get a play, and Mark on the fumble down there. I thought he was down. I don't know, obviously. My thing that really bothered me there was and I'm probably wrong.
You called a timeout.
I thought Georgia High School instituted a rule that instant replay is available in the state championships. Now, I got to go back and look at it. I'm almost positive they did, but it might say if they have the availability.
Right.
When you were playing in the Mercedes-Benz, all the camera angles and things they had, they may have had it. Now, this all came about, if you remember, a call against Peach County a couple of years ago that was without question a bad call.
So that's why you stopped the clock.
Well, I'm trying. First thing I do is I ask the official on our sideline, is there instant replay? He don't give me an answer. He just looks at me. So I go down the field and all I'm trying to do is ask the white hat, because now that's a touchdown play.
Right.
And I'm asking him, is there instant replay? And the only answer I get, do you want to use a timeout? I said, I just want to know, is there instant replay? And again, he says, well, do you want to use a timeout? Well, if there's instant replay available, I don't want to go from us on the 5-yard line to them scoring points.
Well, so when did they get to ask the questions?
So I use a timeout.
Right.
And he said, so who'd you ask? I said, I asked your official. He said, well, he don't know. I said, well, why are we paying him to be here working a state championship game? You know, but and I thought he may give me my timeout back, but he didn't.
Right.
Okay, so at the end of the day, it's over with. We got out of there with a win.
We use that I think we use that to make our kids a little stronger.
You know, and here's a big
they
key.
Fought
and
harder.
I trust them. And I really trust these kids. Mark comes over to me. I call him Mark. Marcus Adams comes to me. He pointed at himself and said, Coach, I'll make it up. Well, they squib kick it to him. Mark catches it, makes a kid miss, makes a long run, finishes off with a great effort, and I think that might have been the momentum that our kids needed.
Spurred the team on.
To get them going. And, you know, Mark hurt his foot early in the game. We thought he was going to be a big weapon for us, and it was bothering him. And I didn't want to give him the football a great deal in the first half. I wasn't sure how bad he was hurt. We get to halftime, and I said,
he was noticeably limping.
I said, can you go? He said, Coach, I can go. So it helped us in the second half to be able to get him the football more.
Well, Coach, I know it's been a pleasure having Coach Riley with you.
Oh, yeah.
All year.
That's special.
Your wife, your daughter on the sideline here. She's got big plans here coming up.
Got a wedding next week. You know, and God has a way of taking care of you. A couple of stories there. When we moved to Dublin, Georgia 18 years ago, we were standing out on the practice field. Riley looks at me, an all young kid, and he looks up to his dad and he says, "Dad, can we win the ring here?" I said, "Son, I think we can.
I think we can.
I think we can, and that's why we're here." Well, it's not much more special than being able to share this with your son on the staff with you. He didn't get one as a player. We had a good run. Calhoun beat us down here in the state quarterfinals. Calhoun went on and won the state championship. But
I know that's big. I'm in practice a lot of afternoons. I see what he does. He is really learning his craft. You know, it's good to have them all here, your family on the sideline. I know there are people looking down on you tonight.
Well, there are.
I know there are people looking down on you tonight. I heard a very, very passionate talk that you gave before the Thomasville game to your kids about your mother.
Well, my mom, my stepdad, my younger brother. All three of those have passed.
Go to the game.
Yeah, my mom used to tell me all the time, you know, we were talking one night, I was playing as a player in the state semifinals, quarterback, and I'm sitting there in the den and I'm talking about our game plan this and our game plan that. And she looked at me just as serious as she could and she says, "Well, what's your ace in the hole?" I said, "What are you talking about?" "Well, I hear your game plan. Now, what's plan B if that doesn't work?" So I've always tried to go into every game with a plan B, you know, and I learned that from my mom, and she would always tell me, you know, when my stepdad passed, and it was during football season. I missed the burial because we had a game on Friday night. And whenever I talked to my mom and we had things going on with the family, if it fell during football season, her answer always was,
go to the game.
Go win the next game, you know. And
I heard your kids in there in the locker room that afternoon, very, very passionate speech that you gave. I think it touched my heart. I know it touched their heart because they repeated 3 times back to back. What did you say? Go to the game.
Go on and win the next game.
Coach,
you know,
Coach, you've done it again.
Well, I couldn't be more honored. You know, I'm proud to be the coach of these kids. I'm proud to be the coach of Dublin High School. It's been 18 years. This town has been great to me. I hope that this town feels like we've given them everything that we can, and that's what we do. That's all I know. That's the way I was raised. If you're going to do it to the best of your ability. But at the end of the day, I don't do this by myself, okay? I talked to Mitch Warnick on the way home. Mitch and this touchdown club, you're a big part of it. It's invaluable. Pam Jones, our school nutritionist, and Dr. Williams, you know, spearheaded it, but Pam makes it work. We've been able to feed our football players every day. Every day, after practice, after games on Friday night. You don't play 17 weeks. If you're not eating good and you're not doing what you're supposed to do, your body breaks down. Miss Pam and her cafeteria staff and those people have made sure.
Miss Denise Strickland.
Miss Denise Strickland, God bless Miss Strickland.
We don't want to leave her out.
No, she's taken so much great care of these coaches. She prepares the spaghetti on Wednesday nights. All the parents, the moms come in and do that. TV 35, you guys right here, the coaches show every week, getting somebody to cover the games every week. That part is invaluable. There's just so much more than anybody would ever imagine goes into it. You know, at the end of the day, I really believe this. I say this. I'm sitting on the other side of the fence today. But here's the deal. The coach often gets too much credit, and the coach often gets too much blame. You know, there's too many variables in order to be successful. But, you know, tonight, hey, we're state champs.
Hey, if your night tonight, how was the bus ride home?
Bus ride was great. Now,
I started when we got on the bus, and it's great to have this many friends and coaches out there. I think I've already gotten over 300 text messages, and I am doing my best to respond to every one of them. It might just be thanks, but
you do.
You know, I want to respond to all of them. There are a lot of Facebook messages. It's great to have that support. You know, I've had two of my best friends there tonight, and Coach Andy McCollum and Coach Rob Ridings. They were here last week. They were at the game
Great
tonight.
Guys.
Had two of my great friend coaches from the state of Tennessee that drove down. Bobby Sharp, the head coach at Lewis County. Bobby, I think, has won over 300 games. Kevin Creasy from Oakland High School there in Tennessee, and I think Kevin might have 3 state championships under his belt. So, you know, the coaching world is a close-knit group. There's a lot of people that I rely on. There's a lot of people that I call. I think that's important, whether you're in the TV business or whether you're in the coaching business. There's other people that have experiences in what you're trying to do, and you got to lean on them. You know, I'm going to close with one thing right here. I had a guy ask me the other day on one of them, it may have been GPB, but here's what I want our people to understand. And they asked me, they said, well, Coach, what would it mean for Dublin and you to win a state championship? I said, well, obviously I'll be more than ecstatic. You know, for me, I don't know how many years I'm going to continue to coach, and these things don't just come around, okay? From all my assistant coaches, every one of those guys right now have a chance to put on their resume state championship. That helps them progress in their futures, hopefully, and be able to achieve whatever it is that they're looking to achieve as a football coach. For our school system, I think a great football team this year. I think it's done nothing but help with the school pride, with the discipline, all those types of things. So it does a lot there. But here's the thing that a lot of times people miss. I know I'm looking at Ron over here when I say this, and I don't care whether it's TV, radio, newspapers, or whatever. People pay valuable dollars for advertising. The Dublin football program just put more advertising. The name of Dublin is in every newspaper in the state of Georgia. The name of Dublin is in every TV station in the state of Georgia. That's what this is about, and that's where I hope that our people understand in this community that the time and the effort to give back, to support your schools, to help them have the success that they do. All that does is when we play a home playoff game, all the dadgum restaurants are packed. You know, the people are in there to eat. When we play at home, people leave the game, they go to the restaurants. They're spending money.
You're a valuable commodity.
Everybody that left today to go to Atlanta, I guarantee you, they filled their cars up in Dublin, Georgia before they left. So, I guess what I'm doing is I am making a sales pitch. You know, we need the support. We appreciate the support and all the things that go on because it's a two-way street. The more success we have, the better it is for the people in the city of Dublin. And you know, I could not be more proud for Fred Williams and Dr. Jeroy Stuckey. Fred Williams is doing one of the best jobs of anybody I've ever been around. He stepped into a very, very, very tough situation. He don't waver. You know, he's a Dublin guy. He's for everything about Dublin. He's for football. He's for basketball. He's for baseball. He wants our kids to excel in everything that they do. You can't ask for more than that. And, you know, having Mr. Stuckey back here as our principal, he's a former state champion at Dublin. He's about Dublin pride. He didn't play football.
Community's glad to have him.
He's a basketball coach that won a state championship here as a player. So he understands the big picture and what it's all about. You know, our Board of Education, they've done everything they can to give us the resources we need to be successful. And tonight, you know, was a culmination of all that hard work.
Coach, it's been a great ride all year. I've been there with you from the first practice, and we're going to do one more state championship coaches show next week for TV 35. Go enjoy your night with your family. Congratulations.
I'm going to, buddy. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Sit Up Dublin Natural Gas Department, Yvonne speaking. How may I help you? You're smelling gas inside your house? Eric, at 709 Bell Drive, they're smelling gas inside their house. Could you go check it out, please?
10-4, I'll be en route.
One of our service personnel is being dispatched. At this time, please evacuate your home and move to a safe destination, away from the potential gas leak. Do not light a match, turn on any electrical switches or devices. Do not hang up your phone, place it down and leave. And please do not re-enter your home until a leak investigation has been conducted by our gas department.
Mr. Cates, I'm Brad. This is Eric. We're with the City of Dublin Gas. Are you say you called us about smelling some gas?
Yes.
Everybody outside? Well, what we're going to do, Eric's going to go to the side of the house, check the meter out, make sure everything's okay, nothing's running through the meter. I'm going to check around the door, and then we'll go inside and kind of see what's going on.
Okay.
Mr. Case, we went inside and checked around the ceiling, pretty much everywhere, all your appliances, and it looks like you're in good shape. The reason that we check up high around the ceiling is natural gas is lighter than air. It's always going to rise. We checked all your appliances. Absolutely nothing was indicated as far as gas leak goes. So I believe you're in good shape. Ms. Case, we appreciate your business and being a natural gas customer. We're on call 24 hours, 7 days a week. If there's anything that you ever need, give us a call. We'll be more than glad to come out and check anything that you need.
Okay, all right, appreciate that.
Thank you, sir.
Have a nice day, sir.
All right.
All right, appreciate it.